Hi everybody, it's the Left-Handed Lady coming at you today with a how to draw a bear tutorial. It's going to be 4 easy steps. As you can see here, I've laid it out in a way that we're going to be drawing them step by step. Normally you'd be drawing them individually all in one and erasing the lines as you go. I've broken it down for us into steps. So we're going to start off with step 1. And our first step, every step depends on building a box of where you would like to put your thing. And you don't have to stay inside that box. It's more of like a guideline, like a size dimension guideline. We're going to start off with a small angled circle in the upper left corner for the head and the larger circle with legs. That's our rough shape. Then we move on to the next step, which is going to be smoothing out those lines into actual curves that would be on an animal. So making a nose and an eye socket in the head, and then angling down to the feet, a nice neck and curve to the bottom, and adding that back leg joint and a curved tummy. Now our third step is going to be simple, just like the others. And we're taking all of our normal curved lines and just making them more and more realistic. So going with my hand the way that I want to go, making it fit in the way I need it to go. And I'm also curving the end of his bottom and making this tiny little poof of a tail, as well as hooking in 2 semicircles for ears, one partially shown, one fully shown. And our fourth and final step is really just adding in those tiny details. This is where you would shade. I didn't shade in this one, such a simple drawing. It doesn't really need shading, but you can shade. I added in a simple little eyelash line for her eye and some little blush marks. Really fine lining that extra, those 2 legs on the far side that you can't see fully. And adding in all your details like the nose. And the last bit is to erase it all. Erase all of your lines. And this is where you would normally outline with a pen. So we're going to put all these steps into one picture on this far side. We are going to start off with our lines and making our boxes to figure out how big I want this bear to actually end up being and where I want him on the page. This box is not confining me, but it is giving me a guideline. I'm starting with my 2 circles and then going straight into smoothing out those lines and connecting the 2 pieces. Drawing my neck and a curve for the butt, as well as a little curve downwards from its neck to its front legs. Now the key is always using pencil first, because I don't know how many times I tell you that I erase and then redo multiple different pieces of these bears or anything I sketch to make it look perfectly the way I want it to. Because we all have a vision inside of our head that we're looking for. Going through and curving that bottom out to make a little tiny tail and adding some dimension underneath it. And like I said, erase and fix whatever you feel is necessary. I didn't like that front line. It was too angled, so I made it a little bit straighter towards the end, and I liked the way that looked out better. Erasing that circle line to make it look a little bit better, more of a open neckline, but also have some dimension. And as you can see, I felt like his nose was too long, so I went and I erased and I redid. There's always room for fixing or editing when you're using pencil, and that's why I love using pencil. We're going to go through everything now that we're finished with our details and like the way it looks with our Scribbles That Matter black fine liner and just tracing it all out. It's that simple, guys. Everybody has been asking me to tell me, how do you draw bears so well? How do you draw cute little animals? Well, from now on, every month, the animal that I draw for that month, I will be showing you how I draw them, maybe inspiring you to branch out of your comfort zone and draw things that you've never tried before. Because it really is easy if you just let your mind go. Now after adding in all the fine lines, I'm going to erase all of those pencil marks, and no one would ever know that you erased it 5 times before this. I hope this inspires y'all to keep creating, and I will see y'all next week. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.